All right, it's called The Quickest Kid in Clarksville. Anybody know where Clarksville is?
Somewhere in Clarksville.
Where is Clarksville?
Somewhere on Earth.
What? How'd you know it wasn't on Mars?
I don't know.
Because how did you survive with this on Mars?
Yep, there's a Clarksville in Arkansas.
Real?
Yep, and in Tennessee, and there's a whole bunch of Clarksvilles, I think. All right, let's see what The Quickest Kid in Clarksville is about. I'm running in place, listening to my feet pound the pavement, pretending I'm the fastest woman in the world. Of course, Wilma Rudolph, who grew up right in this town, is faster than anyone. But I'm the quickest kid in Clarksville, and everyone around here knows it. I'm thinking tomorrow's parade and wondering, what's Wilma's 3 Olympic gold medals would feel like hanging around my neck when a girl I've never seen before comes sashaying my way like she owns the sidewalk and everything on it. She sticks her hand on her hip and says, "I'm Charmaine." I look her up and down and said, "I'm Alta. That's Dee Dee, and that's Lil Mo." "I got me some new shoes," Charmaine said. Boy, howdy. Does she ever. Brand new, only worn by her shoes with stripes down the side and laces so white that they glow. Shoes to strut and shoes to run in. Because Charmaine's strutting is so hard, it's enough to shame a rooster. And her legs are just rearing to run. "Those shoes are like Wilma's," she says. "My daddy went uptown to get them." I stare at the concrete and don't have a shoe buying daddy. My sneakers have holes in the soles and laces that never thought to glimmer. Y'all ever had a hole in your shoe before?
No.
Yeah.
I have.
I have one.
I bite my lip. It's okay. Wilma wore a leg brace and a flour sack dress before she got big. "Shoes don't make you fast," I said. Charmaine's face tightened up. "Reckon I'm faster than anyone. I puff up like a spitting cat." She wishes she were Wilma, but I'm the real deal. I point to the mailbox there and back. Are any of you guys fast? Fast runners? We crouch low, Dee Dee and Lil Mo count down, and we're off. My sneakers slap a sidewalk beat. Wilma Rudolph, Wilma Rudolph. I reach the first box, turn and sprint back, arms moving, legs grooving. I hear Charmaine huffing and puffing behind me. I do a victory dance while Charmaine glares. I'm still bebopping when she takes off again to the corner. Charmaine calls over her shoulder, "Starting now." I leap after her like a scalded frog. Wilma comes from behind to win some of her races, and so will I. Wilma Rudolph, Wilma Rudolph. When Charmaine reaches the corner, I'm nipping at her ankles. Bodies lunge, feet tangle. I fall. Charmaine stays up and wins. Ouch, my toe hurts. Probably because it's poking out of the brand new hole in my shoe. And just like that, I puff up again. "You tripped me. Otherwise, I would have won if you didn't. And you were in my lane. I won fair and square." Charmaine walks away, shaking her braids and swinging her bottom. I follow, mad as a cat. That's when it happens. My toe hits a rock, and then that rock hits Charmaine. For a minute, Charmaine looks like she might fight, but then leaves without a word. Limp home, feet dragging, head hanging. I show my mama the hole, and she sighs, "Oh, baby girl, those shoes have to last." When the parade day dawns, I'm making a banner with Dee Dee and Lil Mo. Then Charmaine struts by like she's the queen of the block. I scowl at her, but then I pick up the banner and nod to Dee Dee and Lil Mo. Let's go! Thing is, the banner is bulky and there's no way I'll make it all the way to the parade. It might be easier if I run. I'll force my feet to move, but one block in, I can't go on, and I hear the beat of feet. Wilma Rudolph, Wilma Rudolph. Charmaine is running by me. "Pass that here," she says. I clutch the banner tighter. I don't need her help. "Come on," says Charmaine. "We'll do it like Wilma's relay. 3 people ran it with her, you know." I hate to admit it, but she's right. I hand her the banner and she takes off for the next block. Then Dee Dee takes a turn and even Lil Mo. We run faster and faster till our legs are nothing but a whistling blur. Just like you-know-who's. People stare, eyes popping, fingers pointing. "You go, girls," someone yells from the crowd. I sneak a look at Charmaine, and her feet are flying. Who's faster? I can't tell, but Charmaine isn't strutting or scowling. She looks happy. I don't mean to, but I smile, and Charmaine smiles back. And all at once, I know shoes don't matter as long as we've got our feet. "Look," I say, "the perfect spot." We collapse on the curb and there are flags and bands and noise and black faces and white ones too. And finally, a fancy convertible with the top down. Right there holding a bunch of roses is Wilma Rudolph. We scream and raise our banner, hearts pounding, heads hopping. Wilma sees us, smiles and waves. That makes Charmaine and me sashay like we own the sidewalk and everything on it. And maybe, just maybe, we do. Because we're the quickest kids in all of Clarksville. And everyone here knows it. The end.